Hello, class 11th student. Today again I am going to start chapter 2nd. Topic is collection of data. This is part 4th. In the previous video, I had explained personal interview. Within that, three methods: direct personal investigation, indirect oral investigation, and information from local sources or correspondence. Okay, so make a quick revision. Indirect personal investigation, investigator directly connected to respondent. Okay, and that is why we are going to get original data. Okay student, we are able to get original data, accurate data, and more reliable data. Okay, but what is the demerit of this method? It is too much expensive from time, from point of view, effort, money, and okay, expenditure. If we talk about indirect oral investigation, so indirect oral investigation, in this method, investigator going to connect to third party. Third party means the person who are having information related to respondent. Okay, so third party means friends, neighbors, parents, teachers, classmates, okay, etc. So this method is less costly because in this method you are going to just connect to third person and you are going to get the information regarding to respondent. Okay, and but here you are going to get less accurate data, less reliable data, and it is not original data you only get when you are going to get answer from the respondent. Okay, जिसके बारे में सर्वे हो रहा है, जब वही आंसर देता है तभी आपको ओरिजिनल डेटा मिलते हैं. ओके, इफ़ एनी अदर वन इज़ गोइंग टू गिव द आंसर, यू आर नॉट एबल गेट ओरिजिनल डेटा. ओके, now next we had learned, that is information from local sources are correspondence. So keyword is what? Reporter. In this method, investigator is going to appoint correspondent in many areas, and they are going to collect information from respondent and informants. Okay, and they collect information from them and give to investigation. So this is information from local sources are correspondence. Investigator appoint correspondent, and these correspondent collect data and give this data to investigator. Okay, this is very good when you want regular continuous data and you want to cover very large area. So basically electronic media and print media make the use of this method for collecting the data and making the survey. Okay student, next we had learn about information through questionnaire and schedule. So I had told you about mailing and enumerator. So in this method, investigator, first of all, he is going to prepare a questionnaire or schedule. Okay, here we are going to understand what is difference between questionnaire and schedules. Okay, and we are going to learn in this video in detail about questionnaire or schedule. Okay, so investigator is going to prepare questionnaire. This is the first step. Then in second step, he is going to appoint enumerator. Enumerator means the person who is going to help investigator in collection of data. जो लोग उसको help करेंगे data collection में, उनको हम enumerator कहते हैं. Okay, okay, now he is going to appoint enumerator in the second step. Now in third step, he investigator trained these enumerator and give this set of question paper to enumerator. Enumerator going to connect with the respondent. He is going to ask question and he is going to write all the questions, okay, on it. So in this way enumerator method is completed. Okay, and in mailing method, if if investigator want to use mailing method, so what he had to do, investigator prepare questionnaire, okay, and he directly send to respondent. He mail to respondent, and respondent is going to fill all the answer and send it back to investigator. This is your mailing method. Okay, so we had learned it in detail in the previous video. Okay, today we are going to talk about in detail what is questionnaire and schedule, okay, and telephonic method. In this way, all the method that is given in your book for collecting primary data is going to be over. Okay, and in next video we are going to discuss about the secondary data and sources of getting secondary data. So okay, let me start to understand questionnaires and schedule in detail. Okay, so first of all, what do you mean by questionnaire or schedule? So I had told you questionnaire or schedule means set of questions. What is it? Set of questions. Okay, so what is difference? How a investigator going to construct a question paper, a set of question paper, we are going to discuss here. Okay, so in the context of collection of primary data, construction of questionnaire and schedule has the special significance when you are using schedule, mailing method or enumerator method. Okay, so what is questionnaire? So this is the set of question is known as a questionnaire or schedule. When we call it schedule and when we call it questionnaire, that is given here. Okay, in questionnaire the entire information is recorded by respondent. Okay, so when in the question paper whatever question is given, okay, its answer is written by respondent. When answer is written by respondent, then we call it questionnaire. Okay, and when in schedule, so when a set of question is called schedule when information as supplied by respondent is recorded by enumerator. Okay, answers are written by enumerator, then we call schedule. Okay, so it is again given in the next slide. What is the basic difference between questionnaire and schedule? So both show a set of question paper, and this is the meaning of actually questionnaire or schedule. Okay, questionnaire or schedule means a set of question paper. Both means a set of question paper. What is difference? So in case of questionnaire, answers are to be recorded or written by respondent. Remember, when respondent give answer, then it is known as a questionnaire. Okay, and when answers is written by enumerator, then we know it as a schedule. Okay, so I think it become very easy to learn it. Okay, on the other hand, when in the case of schedule, okay, the answers are to be written or recorded by the enumerator. Okay, so in very simple language, when answers written by enumerator, then we call it schedule, means a set of question paper. A set of question paper is called schedule when answers is filled by enumerator. When answers is filled by respondent, then it is known as a questionnaire. Okay, student, now when an investigator is going to construct a questionnaire, so which type of quality there should be in a question paper, कैसी quality होनी चाहिए, तो we are going to discuss here. Okay, so following are some of the desired qualities of a good questionnaire. So when we are going to call a set of question paper is a good when it is going to having these quality. The first quality is limited number of question. First is limited number of question. Obviously, when there is limited time, so obviously question number is also should be in limited. It is not that you are going to ask questions, so it is not good for respondent. Okay, so always remember that there should be limited question should be as limited as possible. Okay, next is simplicity, means language should be simple, lucid and clear. Complex, very complex language should never be used. Okay, question should always be in that in that, मतलब we should use such a word when we are constructing a question that respondent is easily able to understand. Okay, जो आंसर देने वाला है वो आसानी से questions को समझ सके, तो language should be very very simple. Okay, next is proper order of question. So question should be always in a sequence. Okay, it's mean that ki always it should be simple to complex. Okay, so we will start with this asking simple question and slowly we will move to complex question. Okay, never start with the directly complex question. Okay, it is going to demoralize respondent confidence. So always start to ask question simple, then move to complex question. Okay, next is given no undesirable question. Okay, there should be no personal question. Okay, personal question must be avoided. Okay, next is no controversial question. So in question paper there should be never any controversial question. Okay, like a speaker, yeah, loudspeaker should be allowed in religious places or not. So these are controversial question. So obviously investigator always keep in mind ki he is not going, she is not going to ask any controversial question. Okay, next is calculation. Calculative question is also avoided because they have to give lot of answers. So if there is calculation, respondent don't take any interest in giving the answer. So calculative question avoided, must be avoided. Okay, so calculation by respondent must be avoided. Next is pre-testing, means pilot survey should be done by investigator. Okay, some question be asked from the respondent on trial basis. If their answer involves some difficulty, these can be reframed accordingly. So such testing technically called pilot survey. So this is the meaning of the pilot survey. Pre-testing of questionnaire is known as a pilot survey. So obviously before the final survey there should be a pre-testing of questionnaire. So if there is any difficulty in question, if there is difficulty in language, if there is any problem in question formation, so investigator can change it. Okay, before the final use of the question paper. Okay, now instructions. So it is very important that ki before the question there should be instruction is given properly. Instructions are given properly whenever you give any examination, unit, half yearly, annual examination, or your board examination, or any entrance examination like polytechnic or any other. So you always what you find that there is first of all given instruction in detail, then there is given question and answer, so that you are easily able to understand what you have to do and how you are going to give your answer. So instructions are very very important thing. Okay, next is cross verification. Question is such type of that ki there is cross verification is possible. Cross verification means we can check by another teacher also, yeah, other evaluator can also be checked the answer. Okay, so question should be like that. For request for return, okay, when you are using mailing method, okay, when you are using investigator is using mailing method, so there should be request for return. Okay, so respondent is going to fill the answer. So when respondent fill the answer, that is known as a questionnaire. Now questionnaire should be returned by respondent so that survey can be conducted properly. So there will be that. So request should be made to the respondent to return the questionnaire completed in all respect. The respondent must be ensured that information conveyed by him will be treated confidential. Means there will be no discussion, there will be it is going to be secrecy, there will be proper secrecy of all information. Okay, now So in this way, these are the important features that a question paper must have. If a question paper is going to have such quality, then you are going to call that question paper a good question paper. Okay, now type of questions. So some examples are given here. There are four possible type of questions. So first is given simple alternative question. Alternative means answer is going to be yes, no, true, false, right, wrong, good, bad. Okay, so here is given, do you have a car? If you are having, your answer will be yes. If you are not having, your answer will be no. Okay, next is given, government decide to introduce 10 plus 2 system in the college. Do you agree? If you are going to agree, you are going to write yes. If you are not going to agree, you are going to write no. So this is simple alternative question. Okay, next is multiple choice question. So MCQ, you are familiar with it. Okay, so what is MCQ? There is given possible answers. Possible answers are given for such question. Respondents is to tick mark that one that he feels correct. Okay, like here is given one answer. What is your mode of convenience for home to college? So on foot, cycle, bus, scooter. So you, if you are coming by foot, so you will tick here or any other option. Okay, now next is specific information question. So here is what key, when investigator want to know some information, he want to reveal, he want to know about something, then he ask specific information like in which class do you study, what is your father name. So such type of question that here is given. How much pocket money do you get? In which class do you read? So here is what is why its name is specific, because answer is going to be a particular line and it is not going to be changed. Means it is a factual answer. A specific information means question is such type that its answer is going to be factual. Okay, now next is open question. Open question is related to respondent's view or opinion. When respondent is going to reveal its view or opinion on a specific issue, then it is considered as a open question. Okay, like here is given, how can prices in India be controlled? Okay, how you can control price in India? How can power shortage in country be overcome? So here you are going to give suggestions, what you feel, how we can curb these problems. So here it is an open question, means there is no specific answer. Okay, you can write whatever you feel, what is your research, you can write. Okay, now we are going to discuss about the final investigation. When question paper is ready by investigator, so he can use, या she can use two way mailing method or enumerator method. So after preparing the question paper, if investigator had decided to use mailing method, so he is going to send that question paper directly to respondent. Okay, so if investigator had decided to use enumerator method, then he next step is that he or she have to appoint enumerators and trend. There's need to trend them. Okay, so before using these question paper, there is a need of planning of field survey. So what is written here? So principal step in the planning of a field survey are field investigation. Why planning a field survey? When you are going to use your question paper finally, that is field investigation. आपने क्वेश्चन पेपर तैयार कर लिया, अब आप उसको यूज करने जा रहे हो. जैसे यूनिट टेस्ट का क्वेश्चन पेपर रेडी हो गया, अब यूनिट के एग्जाम हो रहे हैं और आपको क्वेश्चन पेपर दिया जा रहा है. तो दैट इज़ व्हाट फाइनल survey. Okay, so while planning a final survey, you are required to focus on following steps. So before that, you have to focus on these points. First is design questionnaires with almost care. Be sure that the question has a reasonable length. Okay, question is not too lengthy, not too short. Okay, it should be in a proper words. Okay, next is the questionnaire include only precise and short questions. Okay, question is like that, their answer is in a few lines, few words. Okay, next is the set of questions in questionnaire can be cross checked with each other. Means question is like that, it can be crossed by other also. Okay, the question do not involve serious or difficult calculation for respondent. So already I had told you now, when we are discussing about quality of good questions, so we had discussed all these points. Okay, written again it. Okay, next is decide the mode of inquiry, direct, personal, oral investigation or mailing. So you are going to use enumerator or you are going to use mail method. So you have to decide after preparing the question paper and checking all these points. Okay, now arrange a proper training program for enumerator. If you had decided to use enumerator method after preparing the question paper, so what you have to do, next step, to train enumerator. Okay, explaining them the purpose and mode of inquiry and also the nature of various question in questionnaire. Construct a pilot survey when the field investigation is very large. Now we are going to discuss about the pilot survey. So what we had learned in this page, investigator who prepare a set of questions. Okay, yani that is known as a questionnaire or schedule. Okay, so when he prepare questionnaire or schedule, then he have to decide two things. He is going to use mailing method or enumerator method. Okay, now he decided to mailing method, to just he have to send all these questionnaire yani set of question paper to respondent. Okay, now if he decided or she decided to use enumerator method, so next step is that to trained enumerators. Okay, and then conduct a pilot survey. Now what is pilot survey? So pilot survey is related to pre-testing of questionnaire. This is the meaning. Okay, what is pilot survey? So it is a sort of pre-testing of यहाँ your cut your and it become the answer. What do you mean by pilot survey? So this is a sort of pre-testing of questionnaire. Okay, why we done it? So it help to assess quality of questionnaire. Okay, and accordingly you are able to know in advance shortcoming or drawbacks of questionnaire. Okay, when it is going to help you assess the questionnaire, if there is any problem in question paper, you can change questions. Okay, so now here is given what is the benefit of pilot survey. So it help in assessing the quality and suitability of the question, in help assessing performance of enumerator, it helps in designing a set of instructions, it helps in assessing cost and time involved in final surveys. Okay, so this is your pilot survey. Now in this way, information from questionnaire and schedule has completed, and this is the last method for calculating uh, primary data. The telephonic method name is telephone. So when we are going to connect, okay, what is written here, according to this mode of data collection, investigator seeks desired information from the respondent over the telephone. Okay, so this is telephonic interview. It is very easy. Merit. So this method carries all advantage of personal investigation. Why? Because one side is investigator and another side on the phone is respondent. Okay, so we get original data, we get accurate and reliable and original data. Why? Because here is information, another side is respondent on phone. Okay, he is going to ask question, he is going to give the answer. The added advantage is that this mode of collection is much cheaper in compared to personal investigator, because he have to connect personally directly, there will be physical presence. So obviously investigator have to go to meet respondent, to there will be travel expenses and other expenses. But when you use telephonic method, you get the benefit of personal investigation at a low price. Okay, so Beside this method save the respondent personal embarrassment which he might encounter in personal investigator. Okay, some people feel shy when they are going to give the answer, okay, but on the phone they can easily give the answer, so this is given here. So there are too much benefit of telephonic method. Now, what are the demerit of telephonic method? Personal bias. So I had told you now, this is a common demerit you can write in every method. Personal bias. Okay. So personal bias is the principal demerit of this method, as in case of personal interview. Now, limited access. So we can use this method when when respondent is going to have phone or telephone. If you talk about the poor section, so they are not going to have mobile, they are not going to have telephones, so this method we cannot conduct. And you know na, in our India still 29% people are living under the BPL, so obviously it is going to give you limited access. Okay, so for today this much only. Thank you student. Work hard, read your book, then you listen this video at least 1 or 2 times, then you are able to understand. Okay, and if you are having any problems, so we will discuss. Okay, thank you.